Gary, a point on the roads. We almost got 3 points at the end, but across that game, what an effort those guys put in for you.
Absolutely, yeah. That's 3 away games in the league, and 5 points, and arguably could have been more tonight, because very, very good chances at the end. I think Dem's really bright when he came on, and slightly better composure, slightly better finishing. Maybe would have took all 3. So yeah, it was a huge effort, and a huge effort from lots of players because we had to make quite a few changes as the game went on.
Yeah. Coming off the back of Saturday as well after a long trip, coming back down the same coastline tonight as well, and for the guys to put in that effort and to show that fight, what does that tell you about the group that you've got?
Well, it's a really determined group, and I think it's a group that wants to fight for each other. And I think maybe when you haven't taken the points away from home and when you've been on a run, sometimes people inadvertently question the group and question the character, but for me they've more than answered that, and we've got to continue to answer that. I think that's a really important bit. I said to the players in there, we played really, really well on the ball in possession in the 2 games at home, and then in the 3 games away from home we've showed a different side to us, and we've played some good football at times, but I think we can play with a little bit more composure. But you've got to fight to get points in this division, and sometimes those points at the end of a season are so important. So really pleased tonight. I thought actually, Plymouth one shot on target. I didn't think we looked in too much danger as the game went on. I thought we looked reasonably comfortable, and of course finished the game well. Disappointed with the goal we conceded, but sometimes that happens.
And the goal we scored from Will, what a strike that was for his first for the club. I mean, we've seen it before at previous clubs. What a strike from him, but how good has he been so far for yourself?
He's been fantastic. I think a slightly different role, a role that I think helps him because he's not so isolated and he hasn't got to cover so much ground. And when you've got to do that in big space, it's difficult for anyone in that position. So I think having Cammy alongside him maybe takes a tiny bit away from Cammy's natural game, but I think the better we become, the more he will be able to get into those areas as well. But yeah, I've been really, really pleased. I mean, like you say, it was a good move as well. Jordan plays a lovely ball over the top. Sparky ends up receiving the ball and making a good decision. He could have shot, but he ends up a little bit of composure, sets Volksy in, and it was a wonderful finish. So really pleasing.
And as we said, we were so close to potentially getting 3 points at the end of the game. But when you reflect on it, could you have really asked much more from the boys?
Not really. I think again, having to make changes within the game, having to change formation, having to then take Longy off and and put some Jordan on, having to make changes late on, got a couple of tight hamstrings. I thought the fans were absolutely superb again. Travelling all the way down, Exeter away, Plymouth away. I don't know if any of them stayed down there and had a bit of fun for 4 days maybe. But they've been brilliant, and it's nice to be able to have the away fans, our fans clapping at the end and pleased with the effort. And again, look, we can play better, we can use the ball better. I think what they see is spirit and togetherness and a real determination to get points, and I'm actually not too disappointed with 1 point today.
Perfect, Gary, congratulations.